we got a lot of driver changes this year. The field is going to look completely different, you know, if you're paying any attention at all to the slower teams on the field. Anyway, so we're going to just rattle off, since tomorrow is the Sprint Unlimited, I'm just going to rattle off what I remember as far as drivers moving around is figured, you know. And so anyway, let's just go with it here. Alright, so if you've been following my videos, we'll start with those ones, the ones that you should know. Brian Scott to the 44. He was in the RCR Xfinity Series camp, and he decided that, fuck RCR, I'll take my pay driving elsewhere. He is now in the 44, teammate with Eric Almirola, which is strange because they have had run-ins in the past. And speaking of strange circumstances to bring drivers together, was there another strange one? I swear there was another strange one. Fuck it, we'll go to a different car. Regan Smith has stolen the ride from Alex Bowman. Right underneath him, just grabbed that sheet off the table, pulled it right out, and now he's in the 7. He will be running full-time under a charter with help from RCR in the engine department. Fuck him for that. Thank you for taking away my favorite driver who will not do anything in a race because of his shitty car. But now you have that shitty car, so yay. Justin Allgaier getting fucked by H. Scott Motorsports, a team that Allgaier built, mind you. Built in the Xfinity Series by getting wins, and along with the help of Kyle Larson getting wins in the Xfinity Series. First driver for H. Scott in the 51 when H. Scott starts off. Thanks, Boyer. Okay, here's some more. Cole Witt to the 98 for Premium Motorsports. Good for Premium Motorsports, bad for Cole Witt. Poor guy. He is never going to have a career again. That's what PMS does to you. Though there is another former PMS driver who has found a new ride in the number 40 for Hillman Scott Racing, who was supposed to be assimilated into Premium Motorsports to give Premium Motorsports a charter, while Sorensen is for sure going to try to enter the 500 in a 40 car for Hillman. Yes, that's who it is. And let's talk some more about really slow cars. Josh Wise has found himself a home for the 500 in the number 30. TMG, I think? I forgot what the team name is, but he is in the 30 for the 500. Now let's start talking about some more respectable teams. If you can call Front Row Motorsports respectable. I don't personally. Chris Buescher, who substituted for David Reagan, who substituted for Kyle Busch and Brian Vickers last year, has now taken over full-time in the number 34 for Front Row Motorsports. And he will be chartered and will have bodies and stuff from Roush Racing. I think Roush is a step down from Front Row, honestly. But you know what? You know what else I think is that you just cut all the stats from last year. Last year doesn't matter. This is a new rules package, completely different than the last one. So I say any stats last year, throw them out the window. We're starting with a clean slate, and you can tell that with all these team moves. We're not even done with Front Row yet. David Gilliland has been dumped in favor of Landon Castle, who has got a better ride than at Hillman. But David Gilliland is not done with Front Row. He will be driving the 35, yet to have any sponsors named in the 500. He is eligible to enter the Sprint Unlimited, but he's not, so whatever. And finally, we have Tony Stewart, who, oh, actually, we're not even at that point yet, but I'm going to go there anyway. Tony Stewart, who is out on injury, will be replaced in the 500 by Brian Vickers. At first, I thought this was a mistake on Stewart Haas Racing's part to put Brian Vickers in the 14. Then I heard that Ty Dillon is apparently going to be running some races in that car. And now I really have no idea what Stewart Haas Racing is doing. It's a real head shaker, because Brian Vickers is not a reliable health-wise, and I'd even go as far to say talent-wise. If they only have him in for the 500, I would be okay with it. They have him in for the Unlimited as well, though, which is a problem to me. Because if you remember last year, Brian Vickers ran Las Vegas and then Phoenix. And he was out again because of blood clots. 2 whole races last year. 2 whole races last year. Just imagine what could happen this year. Just after the Unlimited. What if he gets fucking blood clots again? Then what are you going to do for the 500? You just got to throw some fucking shit together. I wouldn't be surprised if Regan Smith jumped into it at this point. Shit's going fucking crazy around here. But that's not it for Ty Dillon. The 14 is not the limit. He is moving into the Levine Racing family, number 95, for some races, including the 500 this year. And not only that, the reason that they're doing this is because Levine family has changed to Chevys, because they are now combined with Circle Sport, who ran the 33 with people like Kennedy and Scott and whoever the hell else ran the 33. Mike Bliss, he ran in the 33. And speaking of Mike Bliss, he ran in the 32 occasionally. Guess who's in the 32 for the 500? Your 1999 Sprint Cup Series champion, Bobby Labonte. I think it was 99. I hope I didn't look stupid just there. In any case, Bobby Labonte will be piloting the 32 for plate races this year, as Jeffrey Earnhardt races for Rookie of the Year winnings, which he won't win due to the fact that Ryan Blaney, Chase Elliott, and Brian Scott and Chris Buescher are running the full year and getting Rookie of the Year bullshit. It's starting to look like 2003 up in here with the rookies. Ryan Newman and Jimmy Johnson. Are we about to see a clash of the giants? Who the hell knows? Who the hell cares, honestly? Let's just continue talking about what we have been talking about, which is the driver moves. And there really aren't many other moves, to my knowledge. I think we've covered just about everything. I'm going through my mind all the car numbers, and I'm not seeing anything. Michael McDowell is still in the Levine family racing, even though Ty Dillon kicked him out of his seat. McDowell will be running the number 59, the inverse of 95, in the 500 if he can qualify for it. I think we've just about covered everything in the Sprint Cup Series. Like, the Truck Series has gone a complete overhaul, and I don't even want to think about that right now. The Xfinity Series has changed a little bit, not too drastically, but I think we've just about covered everything on my mind. No, we haven't. I haven't even talked about BK Racing yet, and they've done all. They have completely changed. They have changed everything. David Reagan is now in the 23 in favor instead of J.J. Yaley last year. I'm okay with that move. Fuck J.J. Yaley. In the 26, we have the return by God King. That's Robert Richardson Jr.'s music. Wait, what? That's right, Robert Richardson Jr., the guy that literally no one remembers, even though he is a Rookie of the Year in, I think it was 2012, but I'm not sure. Robert Richardson Jr.'s back. Yay! Guess who else is back? For the Daytona 500, he sold all of his cars to BK Racing pretty much. He is the one, the only, Michael Waltrip! And he will be driving in the 83 in the Daytona 500 for BK Racing. What does this mean for Matthew DiBenedetto, you may ask? Well, it means that he is being relegated to the 93. Did you see what DiBenedetto did last year? Matt DiBenedetto impressed me the most out of any of the Rookie of the Year candidates. Out of any of the rookie drivers. He impressed me. Speaking of Rookie of the Year, Brett Moffitt doesn't have a ride. Even though he had a top 10 last year. And yet Brian Scott is still moving up. And David Reagan still has a ride. You know? Anyway. So, I think that about covers it. I think I've covered everything. I'm looking back in my numbers again here. I believe there's no changes to most teams. Chase Elliott moves into the 24, in case you didn't know that. You might not have known that. I was going to leave it out, but I think I don't know. Maybe you don't know that. Yeah, but I think that about covers everything. There's a lot of fucking crew chief changes. I don't even want to try and go through that. There's a guy named Bugga who's going to be piloting for the 14. Billy Scott, bless his soul, has to deal with Danica Patrick this year. I think that about covers the Stuart Haas and even Hendrick. I don't think Hendrick changed crew chiefs this year either. I'm not going to deal with crew chiefs. We could have an entire video on that. I've already gone 12 minutes on the Sprint Cup Series alone. You want me to talk about the trucks? Corbin Forrester has a ride. That's all that matters. Thank you all so much for watching this roundup video done rapid fire style. I'm not going to edit this because I don't give a shit, but thank you all so much for watching this quick 12.5 minute long video. And I hope to see you in less than 2 hours at watching the practice for the Unlimited. I ordered this shirt 7 months ago, and it only now got here. I don't have issues. Fucking FedEx has issues. Damn you, Denny Hamlin. Bye. Damn it, it's not stopping the video.